This edition of The Story Behind the Song is coming to you from Branson, Missouri, from my hotel room. Bed, lamp, hotel. Joni Mitchell was a favorite of my brother from another mother, Dave Beckett. Dave's mom, Edith, and my mama were best friends all through school. When Edith got older and got married, well, she and her family moved to Tucson, Arizona. But because they were originally from St. Albans, West Virginia, and that's where her mom and dad lived, Ma and Paul, well, they'd come back on summer vacation every summer and spend the entire summer there at St. Albans. That meant my twin brother Rick, myself, and David would spend those summers together. Well, David introduced me to a lot of songs from other genres of music. I basically didn't know anything about any music except gospel music. One of those songs that made a great impression on me was one that Joni Mitchell recorded on an album in 1974. And that song was called Twisted. It went a little like this. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head, the way he described it. He said I'd be better dead than live. I didn't listen to his jive. I knew all along that he was all wrong, and I knew that he thought I was crazy, but I'm not. Oh, no. I give you a little of that to tell you that it was one wordy jazz tune. And anybody that knows me knows I'm a lyrics guy. I can take a thought and wear it out on paper. As a matter of fact, my longtime friend and former sheriff of Davidson County, North Carolina, Gerald Hagee, who, by the way, also had the first reality TV show on Court TV called Inside Cell Block F. Anytime I start to tell Gerald a story, he'll say, Rob, give me the short version. But I thought that wordy song, Twisted, was a new song in 1974, but later found out it was written by Annie Ross and first recorded in 1952. But ever since I first heard that song, I thought it would be great to have a wordy jazz-style gospel song with a tune that would intrigue a musician, along with a light, fun, but biblical message that one could listen to over and over and hear something different. A real good, feel-good song. Well, you probably know by now that a songwriter is always looking for that hook, a cliche, an old saying, a 1, 2, or 3 word title that a song would be built around. I had already determined that my real good, feel-good gospel jazz tune was going to be called The Doctor Is In. I think it was around 1995 because I remember being at Candock Recording Studio, Surfside Beach, South Carolina, with the Hoppers when they were recording their album Anchor to the Power of the Cross. I had already written all of the lyrics to the song that you're about to hear, and I asked my longtime writing buddy, who was the pianist for the Hoppers at that time, the late Shannon Childers, if he would like to put music to these lyrics that I had. It wasn't that he wasn't interested. I think he just realized that the whole idea was birthed in me and that I already had a style in mind, so he encouraged me to write the music, and so I began working on it just as soon as I got back to the house later that week from South Carolina. I finished it and we recorded it on the very first album that our newest member, former Kingsman tenor Chris Collins, was on with us in 1998. Now, you're about to see the only footage that I could find of us staging that song. It was shot with only one camera from the balcony of the First United Methodist Church in Yuba City, California, during an exciting evening concert, I believe was in the year 2000. I've added the words to this video because there's an awful lot of them, and I don't want you to miss the message. Enjoy and listen to it over and over. The song called The Doctor Is In. Audra sings the song for you. It says The Doctor Is In.